the story that Auntie told you about Samuel, how he was born and how God called him. Now when Samuel grew old, he appointed his sons as Israel's leaders, but they were not good like Samuel. They did evil things. So all the people came together and told Samuel, "You are old, and your sons do not follow your ways. Now appoint a king to lead us, such as all the other nations had." But when they said, "Give us a king to lead us," this displeased Samuel. So he prayed to the Lord, and the Lord told him, "Listen to all that the people are saying to you. It is not you they have rejected, but they have rejected me as their king." Then Samuel said to the Israelites, "Everyone go back to your own home." There was a Benjamite, a rich man, whose name was Kish. He had a son named Saul, and a handsome young man, and he was a head taller than anyone else. Now the donkeys belonging to Saul's father Kish were lost, and Kish said to his son Saul, "Take one of the servants with you and go look for the donkeys." So they looked everywhere but could not find the donkeys. Saul said to the servant who was with him, "Come, let's go back, or my father will stop thinking about the donkeys and start worrying about us." But the servant replied, "Look, in this town there is a man of God. He is highly respected, and everything he says comes true. Let's go there now. Perhaps he will tell us what way to take." Saul said to his servant, "If we go, what can we give the man? The food in our sacks is gone. We have no gift to take to the man of God. What do we have?" The servant answered him again. "Look," he said, "I have a gram of silver. I will give it to the man of God, so that he will tell us what way to take." "Good," Saul said to his servant. "Come, let's go." So they set out for the town where the man of God was. As they were going up the hill to the town, they met some young women coming out to draw water, and they asked them, "Is the seer here?" "He is," they answered. "He's ahead of you. Hurry now. Go up now. You should find him about this time." They went up to the town, and as they were entering it, there was Samuel coming toward them on his way up to the high place. Now the day before Saul came, the Lord had told Samuel, "About this time tomorrow I will send you a man from the land of Benjamin. Anoint him king over my people Israel. He will deliver them from the hand of the Philistines." When Samuel saw Saul, the Lord said to him, "This is the man I spoke to you about. He will govern my people." Saul approached Samuel in the gateway and asked, "Would you please tell me where the seer's house is?" "I am the seer," Samuel replied. "Go up ahead of me to the high place, for today you are to eat with me, and in the morning I will send you on your way, and will tell you all that is in your heart. As for the donkeys you lost 3 days ago, do not worry about them. They have been found. And to whom is all the desire of Israel turned, if not to you and your whole family line?" Saul answered, "But I am a Benjamite, from the smallest tribe of Israel, and is not my clan the least of the clans of the tribe of Benjamin? Why do you say such a thing to me?" Then Samuel brought Saul and his servant into the hall and seated them at the table. Samuel said to the chef, "Bring the piece of meat I gave you, the one I told you to lay aside." So the chef took up the meat and set it in front of Saul. Samuel said, "Here is what has been kept for you. Eat, because it was set aside for you for this occasion." And Saul ate with Samuel that day. After they came down from the high place to the town, Samuel talked with Saul on the roof of his house. In the morning, Samuel called Saul on the roof. "Get ready, and I will send you on your way." When Saul got ready, he and Samuel went outside together. Samuel said to Saul, Tell the servant to go on ahead of us. And the servant did so. But you stay here for a while, so that I may give you a message from God. Then Samuel took a flask of olive oil and poured it on Saul's head, saying, The Lord has anointed you king over Israel. When Saul went home, his uncle asked him and his servant, Where have you been? Looking for the donkeys, he said. But when we saw they were not to be found, we went to Samuel. Saul's uncle said, Tell me what Samuel said to you. Saul replied, He assured us that the donkeys had been found, but he did not tell his uncle that he was now king over Israel. Samuel called all the people of Israel and said to them, This is what the Lord, the God of Israel says. I brought Israel up out of Egypt, and I delivered you from the power of Egypt and all the kingdoms that oppressed you. But you have now rejected your God, who saves you out of all your disasters and calamities. Now come and stand before the Lord. When Samuel had all Israel come forward, tribe by tribe, the tribe of Benjamin was chosen. Then he brought forward the tribe of Benjamin, family by family, and Matri's family was chosen. Finally Saul was chosen. But when they looked for him, he was not to be found. So they asked of the Lord, Has the man come here yet? And the Lord said, Yes, he has hidden himself among the stuff. They ran and brought him out, and as he stood among the people, he was a head taller than any of the others. Samuel said to all the people, Do you see the man the Lord has chosen? There is no one like him among all the people. Then the people shouted, Long live the king! My dear little friends, aren't there hopes that you have enjoyed today's story? You see how Saul was very humble and God chose him to be king over all Israel. Little friends, we have to be humble as well. That means we must not look down on other people because they are poor or because they don't have as much as we do. We must love everybody. We must also trust God in everything and ask Him to help us with anything that bothers us. And I hope, my little friends, that you will remember that Auntie loves you, but Jesus Christ loves you